everyone. Beautiful sunny day. Oh, you can see clouds in the background there. Welcome to Edmonton, capital of Alberta. It's been a long while since we've been up here. Everybody's hitting the brakes because they want to turn off here. I just want to stay on Highway 16. I don't think most of them are going to Calgary. I think most of them are going downtown Edmonton. Most of this traffic is staying in Edmonton. Highway 16 kind of stays to the north of the city. Traffic being slow for some apparent reason. Albertans are known for going fast, not slow. The cities always do that. Cities always get slow traffic, unexpected. Is that my speed limit's 90? I think that's my speed limit's 90. Just kind of, oh, someone rear-ended someone. Some damage, some serious front-end damage to that minivan. I predict that's a write-off. You can see the skyscrapers there on the right-hand side, downtown Edmonton. Yeah, we're bucking Broncos here, that's for sure. Join the Alberta cowboy folk. Highways are not smooth. Yeah, we pretty much drove through all of the mountains, the whole Rockies last night. I could see in my mirror, as we left the scale we slept at, you can see in the mirror the mountains were way in the background. But didn't get to see any of the beautiful Rockies, but there's a huge elk on the side of the highway. The antlers are big on those things. Those were big animals. Standing right beside the road, it's like, that's a little unnerving.
Usually we see them with their antlers just so short, like in here, man. Really long.
Whoa, what are you doing, school bus? Well, good thing it's empty. There's no kids in it, but we'll get to enjoy flatland driving all day. $70. Red light. Looks like we got a red light, or at least it was red. Oh, you're not gonna make me come to a stop, are you? Oh, you guys, come on. So far, every single scale's been closed, huh? Yeah, we haven't scaled this load yet, so every scale so far, all the way from Terrace, well, we loaded in Burns Lake, but not a single scale has been open. All of yesterday, we didn't go through a single open scale. Really got to keep an eye out for speed limit signs. They change very abruptly here. Yeah, BC has, well, it was a couple of years ago, we upped all our speed limits by 10 kilometers on major highways. And ICBC, the government insurance company, did a study to see what accidents had increased since those speed limits went up, and the numbers are huge. The accidents have increased like crazy. So they are now reducing those speed limits back down to where they were a couple of years ago. So you have to remember to drive a little slower in some of those areas. It's not going to affect us by much at all, because most of those places we couldn't do those speed limits anyway. There'll be a couple places where it slows us down, but not much. High collision location. There's more of Edmonton in here than I thought there was. I thought this highway was further north. Maybe it's just expanded since it's been many, many, many years since I've driven this part of the highway. Make me stop again. Yeah, Via Rail Canada's stationed here. That'd be something fun to do. Take the Via Rail all the way across the country. It is really expensive, but apparently they're merging into here. Okay. I can't get into the granny lane because there's too much traffic. I always like running in the center lane when there's 3 lanes, but in this case I'd like to get into the granny lane, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. was 17 degrees Celsius today morning. It was chilly.
It's roughly plus 3 Fahrenheit.
Jess says that's roughly 3 Fahrenheit, plus 3 Fahrenheit.
Only completed it this morning. Or went 16 each. My phone hangs.
Oh yeah, okay. I can stay in this lane. It's opening up here again. All good. The goal is to be in Regina tonight. It'll be close. It'll be close. I'll have to do the math when I have to do load secure next. It's very simple lumber, and the way I've strapped it down, no strap has ever come loose, but legally I still have to stop and check the load, so that makes sense. To make sure everything has stayed the way it is and nothing's moved. We're going to have a red light. So we fueled up at 414,275 kilometers on the odometer. So 275 plus 240 kilometers is 515. So I got to do a load secure before the odometer hit 515. This weekend, this truck's going back in the shop. We're going to get 8 new winter tires put on, and I'll have to see if we can figure the wiper out on the passenger side. Don't know when I'll do that. See if I can figure it out myself before I request the shop request for that. Just not spraying properly and cleaning the window all the way, which makes it extremely annoying for Jess and kind of annoying for me when it makes my blind spot a little bigger when it gets mucky on the road. Why are you in your brakes there, bud? Wanting to take that exit, totally is taking that exit. Oh boy, nothing like last minute choices. That 50 I think is for the ramp up there.
See me, you don't know.
Yeah, 70 down here. That's what I thought. snow over here, but it's on the leeward side of the mountains, so they never get a lot of snow this way. Calgary gets even less because they're even closer to the mountains. And it's still early winter. Edmonton definitely gets more snow than Calgary, but that's really the first 2 weeks of snowfall here and there, so we'll see what winter gives us. It'd be cool to do some of these routes later on in winter, February.
To figure out when we're going on vacation.
Yeah, we do have to figure out vacation out. Yep. Gotta figure that out and submit it to dispatch and get it all approved and start thinking of buying tickets and all of that. Road may flood. I guess especially this time of year where the snow might melt. It's only -6 right now, but still not going to be melting right now. Hoping you guys will let me past. Showrooms. Showrooms to what? Speed limit may have increased here while we were passing those guys. Not 100% sure if the speed limit increased there or not. Can't rely on the GPS to be accurate. Because the cars all just got faster. I'm like, huh. Trucks are still going slow. Hopefully on this on-ramp there'll be a speed limit sign. Excuse me. So I may have missed the speed limit as we were passing that truck and the sign might have been behind the trucks.
That's why you should always be on that side.
Yeah, it should be on both sides of the road. Yeah, it says 100 there. Quite a bit of ice floating down the river.
Be in either of the 2 left lanes.
Oh, thanks, Garmin. According to that sign, either the 3 left lanes. Lloydminster coming up. Out of Edmonton. the overpass. Quite the overpass. Haven't seen that one before. Let's see if we get a nice view here as we leave Edmonton. See if we can see some prairies. It might be a few miles away yet. I think there's still a lot of trees. Flying J. We just fueled up on the other side of Edmonton at a Esso/Husky. Filled full of fuel, full of DEF. Anyway, guys. Normally I say if there's going to be something interesting, I'll do a bonus video. We know that's unlikely to happen today. It's pretty darn flat and trees as far as the eye can see once we get out of town. And once we get out of the trees, it's flat and fields. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. No idea what we're doing tomorrow. But we shall see. I think I'm going to call dispatch today and see if they can give me a heads up what I'm doing tomorrow, just in case I get unloaded early tomorrow. If I can actually make it to Regina today and get unloaded at 7 a.m. Regina time, which means it would be 6 a.m. BC time, or maybe even 5 a.m. I wouldn't know where to go after, and I would kill time, so I don't want to do that. So I'll have to call dispatch and see where they want me to start heading tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Adios.